Advice for moving to hybrid teaching?
Well, the first thing I want to say is that we all really feel for you because it's really tough right now to be a student. It's tough for everybody anywhere.
This is a peculiar way of starting your university degrees, and we know that.
But to be an undergraduate, that's kind of unsettling anyway, even when COVID is not around. But to actually do your degree during a global pandemic, that's tough.
A lot of you are probably very anxious about how this is going to work, and I guess I just want to say that you're not alone.
It will be a new experience for all of us. So communication, asking questions, working with others will be very important in all of this.
Teaching online is not something you can suddenly do brilliantly, right? So we're going to give it our best shot and hopefully you'll enjoy it.
It's going to be an unusual year to study. We're going to be trying new ways of teaching.
Have sensible expectations about what we can do.
We'd rather not do it like this, but this is a reality that we're all in.
We won't be able to do some things that we could do before, but we're trying new, using lots of technology to deliver teaching.
Remember that behind all these platforms and these softwares and MyEd and Learn and Microsoft Teams and all the rest of it, there's actually people trying to teach you, or people providing crucial support to this teaching as well.
We're here to support you, and also we like to think that the whole university community is here to support each other.
Have a good look at the information that's sent to you about social distancing and how to keep safe in Edinburgh. I think the university and the school will be sending you lots of information, lots of emails, and it might be a bit overwhelming, but do take the time to read through all the information that's provided.
So just make sure that you stay aware of any changes that might have to occur. Make sure you read your emails.
It will be really helpful and it will help to keep you safe.
So if you're feeling a little bit anxious or overwhelmed with all this information, or wondering how this hybrid model will actually work, just remember that you're not alone in this. We're in this together.
If you feel that you're kind of falling behind a little bit, if you have any questions, if you feel that you're struggling in some kind of way, it's really important that you let us know and come and ask questions and come and get advice. We're always very happy to help you, but we can only do this if you kind of come and ask for that help.
There's all kinds of support that we can offer you. Not just academic support, but what we call pastoral care. And we have great student support coordinators who can do whatever they can to make your life easier while you're a student here.
And so do communicate with us and engage with the material and communicate with each other as well.
Whether it be the content of a lecture or the way that you're assessed.
So I just encourage you to engage with us and ask questions.
One thing I would always say to every student, and I don't mean to scare you when I say this, is read as much as you possibly can and then double it. Reading is always the key to your success as a student. One of the things I have noticed in, 20 years now of working in universities is that students tend to read less than they did 20 years ago. And I think that's because we live in a world of instant and quick information like social media, this kind of thing.
One more thing I'd like to say, because I've recently made this transition from being a PhD student to a teaching position, is that when you're a student, and my PhD supervisor used to say that all the time, and now I can see why. So when you're a student, it's maybe one of the few times in your life when you actually have plenty of time to read. So do read widely and also read things closely. So pay attention to things.
Read things really closely and really engage with those things and keep a little notebook of what you've been reading and what you gain from it.
This will not only help you do well with your courses and your degrees,
you will find that you produce better work.
But perhaps most importantly, it will help you get a good grasp of what geography is all about. It really is a fascinating field of study. And I do hope that by the end of your degrees, we might have done something to help you see geography in that way too.
The best advice I was given was to pursue what I'm passionate about. And that's the advice I would give to others.
When a lecturer gets enthusiastic about a particular reading, go and check it out. And I don't mean just flick through it, really read it. And if you do that, it's very, very difficult to do badly, because the more you read, the better your writing becomes.
Performing best at university is not about putting in all the hours to your university work to the detriment of doing other things in your life. It's really important to have that balance, and I just emphasise that now as we're moving into this world of hybrid learning. The people who perform best at university and then sort of go on best in life, they always have some other outlet that gives them some balance away from the work.
I know that as a first-year student starting your education here in Edinburgh, and you want to build that social network, and it might seem that it's going to be quite challenging if we're not able to interact and mix as much as we would normally.
I do encourage you to check out what clubs you can join in university, what societies are available, what networks of friends that you can make and do activities together that are not necessarily just focusing everything all around your work.
We will find ways of meaningful ways of communicating with each other.
We will find ways to interact and get to know people.
I'm really looking forward to meeting you all, and at some point in person, hopefully too.
You're not alone. We're all in this together, and it's going to be fine.
Welcome back to Edinburgh, or welcome to Edinburgh, and we'll see you around. Cheers.